I said I would mention in my last video the minimum requirement to creating a circle is 3. 3 sticks, 3 different directions. They go all the way around. That's your circle. 120 degrees. Although it's ill-conform, can you call it ill-conform? Times 3. But everybody knows there are 4 distinct directions. So 3 will cut in to 3 directions, right? But it'll always have the opposite to 3 directions. 3 directions cut into 3 directions. So if I go one direction over here, one direction over here, I'm not talking this about it. I'm talking this whole thing equals 2. This whole thing equals 4. So I need one more. And now we have it equal to 6. So the reality is that is your 6 directions. Now all you have to do is flip it over the other side. You flip it over the other side. All right, you flip it over to the other side, the same thing as this side. You bring that together, and you bring that together, and that's what you got. 2 television sets. 360 degrees, right? 2 television sets. Look, it goes all the way around. And you started off this way, and you ended off with a big diameter. Why don't we call that ZZN, ZZN, 0, left, right, left, and above, right, and above, left, and below, right, and below. R and B, L and B, L and A, R and A. And we use this. We're going to use this. The other thing I wanted to mention is let's call it the big switch. You see this over here, right? There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here, right? All these U's, right? All these, one part, two part. These 2 parts move apart. This part and this part, V and V, move apart. V and V. The U is when 2 V's come together, equaling to 22, and 22 is 44. 2 V's come together to create 1 U. U is the 21st letter, equals to 23 and 65 minus and plus. 5 and 2, earth. 3 and 8, Christ, heaven. Do you understand? These 2 spin. Now, if you want to create underneath it, are we creating directly underneath it? Will it be the same design? And every time you do that, you have your diamonds over here. You can also call this the holder of the club or the spade or the holder of the card. So we have one here, right? And we have one here. These are the same things. You see the way we have this 8 over here? Well, this will turn away. When these turn, these will all turn away. How will they be turning? How are they connected together? How are they actually connected together? Is there a pin over here and a pin over here and a pin over here, and they have a sponge between the 2 planets, right? The sponge between the movement. Is that why we get the S for the 7th gate? The S, or is it the passage like I showed on the dice before? Remember the brackets? Because we can't go any closer to the pindle, the spindle. What either turns this, right? When this turns, it'll touch on this outside over here, right? When it turns this way and it reaches out into the next 2 levels. But when it reaches this way, it's back into the same level, A, B, C. You reach this way 3. Let's say you reach this way 3 or that way 3, but this is all in the same house. You see the way it's all parked in the same house? Let's say it's like this. If it was like this, it'd be on the next 3 wheels. Depends where this arm is starting. If the arm is starting here, do you know what I'm saying? Did I start the arm here? Is the clock going this way? So that's how we get our 8s, because 8 means area space, right? We have a total of 5. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We talked 3 before, but when we talk 3, we're always talking that there's something coming towards the V, the flow, the center, the valley, right? There's always coming towards that center, going this side and that side, going in, Going in, coming around, coming back. Okay, 4 and 4. When every time this one dials, look, it goes in. Every 360, it goes in. Is it this movement that it's turning? 360, it gets deposited from here onto this side. Is it a cube that I showed in the last video where it goes from one side to the other? But I just want to show you the flow. Here's your 4 and here's your flow. This circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, now creates 5. In between, this flow over here, right? When this one moves all the way to here, it's reached the 6th zone. Although there's 4 of them, this reaches the 6th zone, the passage of the 7th gate, 515 Levi's, right? Something to do with the sky. Anyways, 5 minutes is enough for this video. I still have this video to get into and discuss. This numerological video, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for understanding. These twist open. Twist, twist. Now, where do the sides go? Do they twist all the way up the side? Right? There's another one at the top, another one at the bottom. One, 2, 3, 4. Right? Is there something here and something here? Does it twist together because there's a ball here? Right? Where they twist together. Right? When these two twist together, is there a ball over here of some sort? Are there balls over here? Why? Because they twist, they have to go in and out of something, dropping off whatever and transferring it to the next. Do you understand? A ball, that's why I show the ball in between these two, because they have to transfer and move. You can't lose whatever it is. Is it grease? Is it air? What's coming and what's going? So we have all these transfer zones, and they're big because we have to call them planets, and we need energy and natural energy, ionosphere, or whatever it is, but we're full of energy in this whole thing. I don't know the whole totality. We're full of energy. Remember, traffic zones, right? Moons, 4 moons, 4 moons. These moons might be the same. If these two were overlapping at this point, pending the angle of the two planets, if these two were overlapping, this moon in between would be the transfer points. Right? I'm not saying they have to be touching. They could be a distance apart. It could be 2 complete balls. Something in between the 2 zones in an empty space area. I show it this way because I connect the space, right? Because there's 2 kinds of space. There's the total space and there's the value in the space. Let's call it the planet, the area where there's nothing between the moons. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Reconstructing science thinking using mathematical forms and formations from games people play. Thank you for watching.